on Instagram. Hey, how are you? When you jump on, say hi so I can acknowledge you and send you some love. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Can you feel this energy? You know, I always tell my loved ones and my clients, if like a positive good morning annoys you, then you need to hear it again, right? Then you need to be here because you've got some stressful energies in your body that you got to release, right? Because you should be feeling good with a good morning. Like, say good morning back to me, even if you're listening on a podcast. I don't care. Scream good morning, even if it's nighttime for you, wherever you're at. Like, do it. Why not? Right? Why not? All right, beautiful souls. So we are jumping into a very important topic: stress. Stress. And not just stress and all of its icky flavors, but how do we release stress rapidly? I'm talking about instantly. When stress rages up in your body and you're feeling completely out of control, you're spiraling down, right? You are in that stress pattern and it is bringing you down and down fast. I'm talking about, how do you snap up, like really bounce yourself out of that stress and be back grounded, be back centered, ready to go? Like, you want to be able to do that? Because it's very, very possible. And I'm going to teach you how to do that today. So give yourself 15 minutes here, 15, 20 minutes, or watch what you can and come back. All right? Because this is going to be filled with gold and you do not want to miss this. All right? You don't want to miss this. Okay, so, you know, I woke up this morning knowing that I was going to jump on and we were going to do stress release. And so I usually bounce a lot of my ideas off of my brilliant husband. And I asked him, I said, what do you do? Because I know what I do when I am filled with stress in my body. I know my go-tos, but I wanted to ask him. So I said, honey, what do you do when you are stressed, like stressed to the max? How do you release that from your body? Like instantly. I want to know like your tip for instant, right? And he, if you all know him, or if you don't, you're going to get to know him a little bit better. He's such a philosopher. He's so deep and like he doesn't talk surface level, right? My husband doesn't do surface stuff. He just instantly goes deep and he's such a kind heart, such a supporter that he bypassed himself and he went right into what you need to do. He said, hun, get them to get their power back. Like instantly went there with me. And so I pick up my Remarkable. If you guys don't have one of these, it's amazing. So I pick it up and I am like writing verbatim of what he's saying. Mind you, I'm someone who has helped people professionally. Like I've done professionally this work of helping folks master their mind and release stress for 12 years now. But I'm over here like, what, right? So I'm going to read you verbatim what he said, and then I'm going to start going into some master tricks, like mindset hacks for your pocket to get rid of it. Okay? So this is what my husband says. He says, well, first, their stress is caused because they're overwhelmed, right? I know that sounds kind of simple, but you get overwhelmed, right, with whatever is being presented. You're overwhelmed. And he says, when you feel overwhelmed, you feel helpless. And when you're feeling helpless, you start to blame. You start to blame him, her, everyone else around you, the world, the government, right? You start putting blame on those situations and people outside of you. And when you put that blame outside of you, like someone else is the reason for your stress, you become a victim. And in that victim state, you give away all your power. Deep, right? deep, deep. It's like when you become in that victimhood, like, why did he do that? Or why did she say that? Or why did that happen? You instantly become in a victim mindset, meaning you become a victim, and then all of a sudden your power is stripped away from you. And so this is why my husband said, get their power back. Get their power back. Do you hear what I'm saying? It's powerful. So just remember, we're dropping seeds in your mind. You can't unhear what you just sown. Right? You can't unhear that. Those seeds are going to grow. Okay? So when you become stressed out, just know, oh, heck no. I'm going to take my power back. I am not a victim to this circumstance, this situation, this person, these words, this bill, this outcome. Fuck no. Excuse my language, but we are not a victim to that. We are not helpless. We are not powerless. We get to stand in our power and come back. And I'm going to teach you how to come back. All right? But you got to first realize how powerful you are. To even do anything that I'm going to say, you got to realize you are the driver in your car of life. Do you hear what I'm saying? You got to realize no one can take your power away, that you are 100% responsible for every single emotion, reaction, reality in your life. You have to stand up and become queen of your kingdom or king of your kingdom right now. Can you say yes? Like, yes, 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 Derika, I am ready. I am ready. Even if I wasn't 5 minutes ago, I'm ready. I'm ready. You have to be able to declare that, to be receptive, to be a vessel for what I'm about to say. Okay? So give me some yes. Give me some yes, 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 yes. Let's go. So, you know, I'm sensing here, before I go into these very powerful techniques, I want to go a little deeper with you. Stress is a habit. And at one point in my life, if someone would have told me that stress is a habit and I'm causing all my stress, I would have really gave them the bird. Like, I would have been very upset that someone said that to me, because that was not my mindset. That's not what I believed. Stress felt very real. It felt like it was done onto me, right? It felt like I was not trying. I was not choosing to be stressed. That stress was just happening to me, right? I really believed and felt that at one point in my life. Who has been there? Who's been there? Where you feel like, I don't choose stress. Stress just happens to me. Put a yes. Like, come on, you've got to be able to be open and vulnerable. You got to not care what people are thinking. Engage. Be here with me. This is transformation. Time is valuable. Don't waste it. Don't waste it just listening to me. Engage. Take notes. Do you hear what I'm saying? Take notes. I don't need to do this. I'm doing this because I love you. I'm doing this because I can't stop. This is my dharma in life. Because there's a massive hurt in this world to heal, and I'm made for it. So you with me? You with me? Feel this love. Let's go. Okay? So, stress is just a habit. We are conditioned. We inherited this way of being. Whatever we seen growing up from authority figures in our life, that when we looked out of these pure little lenses as a child, you know, we go out into the world, we look, and however we see the world, however the world is projected at that time, we see what our mom is doing, we see what our dad is doing, we see what whoever raised us is doing, we start treating life in that same way. It's a habit, it's a pattern. Do you know what I'm saying? My mom, completely stressed, was a high stressor her entire life. Everything was very dramatic. And that was my interpretation of life. And so I went through life just spazzing out. I was like a short fuse everywhere I went. Just spazzing off. Now, my case is a bit much, but yours probably wasn't like that. That's okay. But what I'm trying to get to is that the way that we react to things, The way that we perceive things, meaning the way we feel about things, is nothing but a habit. It's gold, because once you know that, habits can be changed, my friend. Habits can be changed. There is someone who looks at like if you're in a relationship and you just have a breakup, that relationship ends, there is somebody that's going to be excited and feel relieved and feel joyous that they're like this freedom feeling. They get to, they revitalize, they get to move forward. They have a perception of being in like joy, or at least calm with a breakup. There is someone else that's going to be devastated with a breakup. Do you hear what I'm saying? There's someone else that's just going to like crumble up and be in fetal position somewhere crying for days, months, and sometimes years. Right? Stressing out over that same breakup forever. So that's how you know stress is just a habit. It is not you or me. It is not. We are, right now, since you know that, you realize you are choosing to stress out over that situation. It's a damn choice. It really is. Know this. Like, come on. Know it. This is how. Let me also blow your brain cells a little bit right now, because I'm brainwashing. Okay, I'm washing that stuff out of your brain. There are things that you stress about in life, and then one day you woke up and you were like, it's not even worth stressing over. That thing is not even worth stressing over. I'm done. And then you stop stressing about it. Right? Am I right? Say yes. Say yes in the comments. Like, I'm right. There are things that held you captive and made you so stressed out that one day you just said, nope. It ain't worth it. Life is too short. It's not worth taking my stress or my health. Did you know stress is the root cause of 80% of all disease and illness? 80%, and I actually think it's higher than that. But proven, stressing out, being overwhelmed, sitting in the funk is 80% of all disease and illness. So when I say it's not worth your life, right? It really ain't worth it. Whatever that thing is we're stressing about, we get to have a release about. I feel good? Okay. Yes. Let's jump into this. The first technique, something that completely changed how I showed up in life and completely changed my personality. I was a bat stress case going down to someone who's like in control. Okay, most of the time I'm in complete control no matter what goes on in my life. Right? I'm a homeschooling mother of 5. I run my own company. I'm also involved in other companies. My husband has companies, right? I have a very successful marriage. I have a very big life, a very full life with many, many things. And I can tell you what, I'm not a stress case. I'm not stressed out. I know, and when I do get stressed out, I know how to get back into my lane, and that's what you're going to learn right now. First thing I do is I press play on a hypnosis. If you don't have the hypnosis, get it. Get the rapid stress release audio. Put in, Christina, if you're on somewhere, can you drop it in the comments either now or a little later? Put in the comments the link to the audio store where they could jump on and get the stress release audio. It's a 10-15 minute hypnosis that all you need to do is press play, and literally you're going to rewire and release that habit and be right back centered, calm, in control, on point, clear, right? And right now you can get that audio for $6, $6 or $7 with the code RAPID. So pause this even, or come back to this and go get that, and then come on back, okay? Because the audio is where I literally have it on an iPod. I'm on my phone, so I can't really show you, but I'll just go straight to it. Woo! Press play and go. And have the power of energy, the intention, the work of hypnosis actually release all of that habit, all of that pattern, that cycle that's making you feel overwhelmed, stressed out, icky, angry, frustrated, right? Don't sit in that poopy diaper. Get out of it fast. So I use hypnosis, and it's really quick. Okay? The second thing that you can do is scream. Move your body. Shake. Shake. You know, I tell all my clients, all my family and friends this. When you are stressed to the max, and let's say you don't have your hypnosis, all of my clients and members know they can go to the membership and press play. But if you are not, this is what you do. You can literally, like, if you can't scream, scream is a good way to release that heavy toxic energy out of your body so you can come on back later. But did that make sense? Scream it out so you can get back control of your body. All right? So scream that heavy, icky tension. You know what I'm talking about. When you get stressed out, your heart rate increase, your muscles start tensing up. It's called fight or flight. You're either going to take off or you're going to fight. That's what the body thinks. Right? So you have adrenaline running through your body, all these different toxic chemicals that are tightening all of your muscles, your intestines, everything. It's not a pretty state to be in. You know what I'm talking about. When you are fully stressed, well, how do you get that out of your body? By movement. Movement. You can scream. You can punch pillows. All right, you can punch on pillows. You can jump up and down. Have you ever seen if you ever were at a big park or a pond area and two ducks like that are probably in the wrong territory, they come up on each other and then they squabble. Two ducks will squabble. They squabble really quickly. They fight. And then what do they do right afterward? What do these two birds do? They shake. They literally shake. You can see them. They shake out their feathers. They shake all their muscles. They shake. And it's because they're literally shaking off the stress. Right? They're shaking off the stress. You can do that too. Literally jump up and down. Go run down the block. Go jump in a swimming pool. Go jump in the cold shower. Go punch something. It's okay. A pillow, something that you can't hurt your hands with. Right? Do some push-ups. Everybody gets it out in their own way. Me, if I can scream, I'll scream. Right? Or if I can go to a punching bag, I'm gonna punch a punching bag. So this is a way of just quickly get it out of your body. Move your body, shake it off. A very powerful way to release what you just pent up in your body. And now you have a moment to, okay, you know what? That whole time I was stressing out, that thing I was stressing out about is not worth it. It ain't worth it. Life is too short. None of us are promised tomorrow. Right? This is when you could start doing your self-talk. Is once you you get that stress out of your body any way that you can. Shake it off. You remember that song, Shake It Off? Shake it off. And once you get that crazy energy out of your body, then my friend, that's when you're back in the driver's seat and you can now do your internal coaching. Every single one of you is source. You're connected to infinite wisdom. You know what to say to yourself once you're back in control. So shake that energy off and then say things that's going to get you back up and out of it. Pattern interrupted, right? No, you're not worth that stress. That thing you said is not worth my stress. You know, what's happening in front of me is not worth this stress, because literally every time you do, you take a day away from your life. Nobody and nothing is worth that. You're literally causing yourself sickness, harming yourself, harming your attractions, harming everything in your vortex. I'm no, stop that stress. And so if you're just jumping on, I just gave two powerful tools that you can do instantly to kick yourself right back in alignment. All right? But it's not until you get there can you actually start changing from there. Okay, whoo, I got this. It's not worth it. They're all doing their best. If they knew better, they do better. I'm working on doing better. Right? You just come on back to center and you're let me just, wash my hands, and keep it moving. Put my attention on something else. Life is too precious. We're supposed to have fun. Think about your babies. Think about loved ones. Think about things that bring you gratitude, that you want to just savor and spend every possible day with. Think about how important your life is to be able to cherish these moments. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Come on. Come on. Go there. I'm telling you, you're built for hard, so you can do this. You just got to be willing to take the action really quickly when you start spiraling out. Take the action, jump out of it, and go about it. All right, so you now have all the tools. You have everything that I use, my husband used really quickly to get ourselves out of any kind of whelm and back into our lane, get out of frustration, get out of the anger feelings. However stress is interpreted in your body, you can do. Okay? All right. Something's coming to me. Oh, I love everyone jumping on. Hello. I see you. I'm going to end with this one thing right here, right now, because I'm channeling it through, and it's important for you to hear. When you are in a state of stress and overwhelm, I want you to think about, how can you get you? Jenny, how can you get you? Marielle, how can you get yourself? Like everybody, how can you get yourself from that state and start climbing the emotional ladder? How can you start just coming up? Because you know what? Stress, actually, if you were to even get yourself to anger, is actually a higher vibration. It's actually better than feeling helpless, right? When you're overwhelmed, you're helpless, you're in victim state. So if you can get to like anger even, oh girl, you got it. Like keep going, right? I used to use anger to get to passion, right? Get to passion. And then from passion, be like, I don't want that, I want this. And you can start going up the ladder even more. Do you hear what I'm saying? You can go just one step at a time. So everything I just said is really to get you to climb that ladder, going up on that emotional frequency until you feel your calm again, you feel your clarity again, you feel good again. Shit, you can get excited again. All right, you get excited in about 5 minutes. Damn right you can. All my clients can. You can. I can. We can go from completely, breakdown to breakthrough. All right, and that's what I want for you. So I love you all so much. This is going to complete the Hypno Happy Hour, the Overcome Anything, Manifest Everything, depending on where you're listening. I love you so much. Really replay this, take advantage of this, and just know you got this.